Previously on Lucas Knows Best.
This is my archivist, by the way.
I am the captain now.
Sit down in the archive.
You need to give me protection.
So you have my archivist hostage in your house?
Yeah, he's mine now.
What? That was the
$25 Outback Steakhouse gift card.
Is it loaded?
I need that. I'm poor.
Probably. It might be expired.
This program is about unsolved mysteries. Whenever possible, the actual family members and police officials have participated in recreating the events.
Solved it. Oh, spontaneous human combustion. That's good. We can do one on that.
Lucas! Jesus! Didn't you miss me, Lucas?
Well, I mean, we've only had the one show, and Rachel told me she was in... Can you pick a side?
You didn't miss me?
No, I didn't. Oh, by the way, the gift certificate was fine. The blooming onion thing.
Oh,
I haven't heard anything from Stephanie.
I was just hoping that maybe one day we would have used that gift card. Would have gotten a bloomin' onion together.
I can't eat onions. They make me gassy, man. You know that.
Alright then, so you just want some prizes.
I want you to present the prizes and then be here for the show. Like a like a fucking professional.
Alright. But do you want to get a bloomin' onion after that?
Maybe.
Alright, I'll take that for now. Lucas.
I can still hear you.
I'm Joshua Lucas. I've accumulated a lot of stuff over the years. My professional archivist says it's junk, but he's wrong. Every so often, I have my friends over, and I give them free stuff while we play a game that we call Lucas Knows Best. Hey everybody, welcome to the show that I forgot the fucking name of. Woo! Woo!
Yeah, best show ever.
Hey everybody, this is Lucas Knows Best, a panel quiz show where I get some friends of mine into my house and I give them crap that I don't want around anymore, and I make them play games and make me laugh for my amusement. Who's with us this week, Graham?
Oh, we have in red, the Christmassy color of blood, Michelle Osborne.
Blood!
All right, and then in the greens, it's Alex.
Boom! All right, you guys want to plug anything?
Well, we do have a podcast. It's called Broad Pod. It's about your favorite TV show, Broad City.
So you guys ready to play some games?
To my victory.
Then you guys have been in it. They've been
To
in
my
it
victory.
since
Thank you.
before we started rolling. You guys may remember the public television documentary called The Flintstones about a late Neolithic family that repurposed animal life in order to replicate modern technology.
Rings a bell.
That inspired us to create a new game we call It's a Living. So in this game, we'll be giving you wacky animals, and you'll be trying to pitch me, the animal, on a job that you want to hire me for. I'll be the animal. You'll try to convince me to take your job. I am a highly praised applicant, and I can only take one job. Imagine a world in which job seekers had the power.
Yeah, this is
It's
confusing.
crazy, I know. All right, so let's pull up our first slide here. I'm the red-lipped batfish. I'm found only on the sandy ocean bottom near the Galapagos Islands. I don't swim, and I prefer to walk on the ocean floor using my fins as improvised legs. Hire me. Michelle, I'll have you go first.
Hello, Red Lip Batfish. It's so great to meet
It's
you.
really nice to meet you, ma'am.
Can I call you Red?
Yes.
Okay, great. So Red, I have a job for you. It requires it's a lip model.
Okay, I like it. I've
yeah.
often been complimented.
Yeah. So basically, if anyone is like eating food in any sort of commercial, it's your lip and teeth that will be shown.
That I'm excited.
Yeah.
And it's something that I've always thought that I could do well at. Mm-hmm. I worry about getting typecast, because there's more to me than just a pair of lips.
Yeah, if you're good at eating things on camera, you could also kiss things and people on camera.
But those are still lip-related.
I haven't seen any other skills in you so far, so we're gonna stick with the lips.
Wow, That's a harsh but fair assessment of my skill set. Do you have a job to offer me?
I do. I'm not going to typecast you for your
Thank
lips.
you.
You're a very good improviser as you've made legs.
That's true.
I mean, I'm looking at all of you.
God didn't give me
not
those
just the
fake
lips.
legs. I made those legs.
Exactly. You're a genius. So I'd like you to be the creative director of Apple.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I have to say, I live under the water,
Not
and
a problem.
electronics tend to have. It's not a problem.
No. We just put
Look.
everything in plastic bags. We'll drop it to the bottom of the ocean.
He doesn't believe in himself. He doesn't deserve this job.
But that's why I'm trying to build him up because you just knocked him down, telling him he's only lips.
I mean, he's got great lips. So.
I mean, I agree. He's got great lips,
Yeah.
but
I did not design this game just to get unsolicited flattery, by the way, for resembling a batfish. I'm gonna have to say though, Alex, you made a strong pitch. I like that you see beyond my pair of lips, which are lovely. So you're gonna Alex wins that round. Alex wins that round. All right, let's move on to our next job. I'm the Sega Antelope. My distinctive nose is both flexible and inflatable. The air it breathes is warmer in the winter, but also less dusty in the summer. Alex, what job will you hire me for?
I'm gonna hire you as a hot air balloon operator because you can demonstrate with your nose before people take off. There's a lot of fear surrounding hot air balloons.
That's true. I have to say, my people, the antelopes, are a little skittish around fire and fright. Will this be a safe working environment?
Absolutely.
For a nervous person such as myself?
Well, we're gonna make sure you're around it all the time, a lot before you start.
How much training time is there on the ground before I go up?
At least a month.
Okay, that's very good. Wow, that's paid training time?
Oh God, no.
Yeah, that could be I gotta eat.
We'll feed you.
Okay, that sounds good. Good. Michelle, what can you offer? Counter offer.
Yeah, let me tell you, I've got a great offer for you. I have some connections with a pit crew for NASCAR, and so you are going to be working the pit crew, switching out those tires, giving them some more air.
I like that.
You know, through your nose.
I like
you
that.
can bend around and get all that air up in there, and then run out of the way really quick.
Also, yeah, kind of have speed.
Yeah.
I like running fast.
Yeah, so you can be like, when they're coming in, you're like, oh, I gotta get out of the way.
Sold. I'm taking that one. I'm taking that job. So it's round 2.
No.
Come on, Vic.
No.
Don't take it out on the glassware.
It is beautiful glassware.
Hey, I am the pink fairy armadillo. I'm the smallest species of armadillo. My ultra-fine body hair helps me regulate my temperature in the plains, dunes, and grasslands of central Argentina. But Michelle, I need work.
Well, let me tell you, I've been having some trouble recently with our current tooth fairy, and I'm thinking that you are the man for the job.
This is not a position I had ever considered.
I see in you great tooth fairy skills. For example, you can crawl up into a child's bed and while they're sleeping, gently lift their pillow, and if they happen to awaken during that moment, they'll think, God, this is surely a nightmare. This can't be real. And then they'll just go back to sleep.
I do worry about my safety. I'm small, and children react violently to frightening things in the night.
Yes, well, we do have a strong insurance policy.
Is there any safety equipment?
We will give you a pair of plastic wings.
Do they work?
No, they're plastic.
So they serve just to make me more frightening to the children?
If you can fly, then you're fanciful.
Right, but they don't work.
The kids don't know that.
I'm intrigued. I want to hear the counteroffer.
I'm gonna suggest that you work for a local bowling alley and be a bowling ball.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm very small. I think I'd be more like a bocce size.
Well, this is where you come in, is we actually have a candlestick bowling lane that we haven't been able to use because we haven't been able to find a ball of the right size.
Or people interested in playing candlestick bowling.
That's besides the point. This is still a job I'm offering you, sir.
Would I have to relocate to the 3 towns in New England that still play candlepin bowling?
Yes.
That is a problem because I do live in Texas. Or Argentina. Whatever.
The Texas
Gauchos.
of South America.
Oh. But I gotta tell you, I like the athletic. Ooh, this is a tough call. It's a tough call.
do you want to make kids' dreams come true, or do you want to
Arguably, you make
help
kids'
drunk
dreams
people?
come true when you work for me as well.
Also, what kind of dreams am I making come true?
Nightmares.
Yeah.
Nightmares.
Teeth for money.
What are the
American dream.
benefits?
We have a generous insurance policy, as I said, wings, and a cute little crown.
Okay, I'm sold. Michelle, I'm gonna terrify children in the middle of the night. I'm gonna terrify children in the middle of the night.
Wings and a crown.
All right, let's see what our next hit. Hey guys, I'm the Yeti crab. I've discovered my researchers living along a hydrothermal vent along the coast of Easter Island. My hair is actually a fine bristle-like structure that attracts and cultivates the bacteria that I use for food. But I need work.
I'm gonna hire you as the world's tiniest orangutan impersonator.
I like it. I'm a versatile performer. I feel like, there's not a lot of opportunities to shine as a creative artist in a hydrothermal vent at the bottom of the ocean.
Exactly.
One problem I can foresee is, but I think audiences might have trouble seeing me in a performing arts
Very
venue.
true. We would have to record you along with whomever you choose to be your cast members, and then of course we would spread it across the world. Would most likely be an underwater musical, just kind of throwing stuff out there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds lame.
Why do you think it sounds lame, and what is your counter offer?
Yeah,
I'm listening.
honestly, Mr. Yeti the Crab, I see you as a performer.
It's just Yeti.
But I see you as a different kind of performer.
Okay, interesting.
I see you as an exotic dancer.
Interesting.
I believe that your arms are feather boas, just right for the dancing. And you can't hold that in. You can't hold that skill in and not let it shine out to the world.
I can foresee one problem with this, which is that while I am incredibly sexy to other Yeti crabs, that's not like a super big market.
Sexiness is all about confidence, So if you believe that you are sexy to human beings and other members of the establishment, of the exotic dancers, then you will be. It's all about selling yourself. Metaphorically. Not actually. That's
Well, I am super tempted by your offer. I just think the world is not ready for it. So, Alex, I'm going to go with your show.
Yes!
I'm going to go with your audition
victory.
show.
Sometimes you have to make the world ready. You have to forge your own path.
That is for a braver crab than I.
I believe in you.
Wish I believed in me.
Get your start with me, kid.
All right, let's see who I am now. Hey, I'm the Hotzine. I'm called the stink bird by the locals in the Orinoco Delta of eastern Venezuela, where I live due to my unique manure-like odor. That odor is in fact caused by the fermentation of vegetable matter in my crop, which helps detoxify my food and break down sugars, in addition to making alcohol. I have 2 separate claws on each of my wings. But like I said, I need a job. Michelle?
Hipsters love, reduce, reuse, recycle, composting, etc. I see you as a more, let's say a hipster is like, hey, I want to be green. I want to save the earth. I want to compost, but I don't want all this stuff just sitting in my kitchen.
That's what my crop is for.
I want to give it to my pet Hoatzin. So you're
I'm going to assume that's how I pronounce it.
Some people maybe they use goats to mow their lawn. You're like the pet composter.
And I keep it with me.
Yeah. So you honestly, dude, you just get to keep doing what you're already doing, but just in someone's backyard.
I like this. There's no extra work for me.
Exactly.
How do you beat that?
Honestly, the only thing I can think of is you're just drunk all the time. If you're fermenting things
Yeah,
in
you
your
win
crop.
that one. Okay, so Alex wins that. Drunk all the time. So Kate, who won this game?
Alex.
Alex won that game.
Congratulations,
Jesus
Alex.
Christ!
You have
What the
won
what?
A copy of the MLA Handbook for Writers and Research Papers, circa 1988. I do warn you, standards have changed over time, so before you use any of this, just make sure you look it up on the MLA website.
Yeah.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Yeah. The entry on the word mongoloid is no longer valid.
Ah, good to know.
Why are you down here?
Well, I thought, I'd add a little pizzazz. Okay.
So, panelists, as you mentioned, you guys are seasonally dressed. It may surprise you to hear that not all countries celebrate Christmas the normal way we do here in the States, with debt-fueled spending sprees, seasonal alcoholism, and crippling depression. No, some other countries have wacky traditions. It's a game we like to call a tradition unlike any other, in which we explore other countries' Christmas customs. So this will be an alternating game where each of you will get a question, and we'll go back and forth. So did we start with Michelle last time, so we're going to start with Alex this time, I think. All right, let's go to the first round. The Caganer. For more than 200 years, the Caganer, a man defecating mid-squat near the Holy Family, has been a common addition to nativity scenes in what European region?
I want to move wherever it is.
Nothing says holy like a big drop in a Tuesday.
There's so much variation in all the different ones.
I like the Virgin Mary. I think
Exactly,
over in the
yeah,
corner,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey guys, I'm right
Just
here.
Don't mind me, I'm just taking a shit. I'm going to say Alsace-Lorraine.
You're gonna say Alsace-Lorraine?
Yeah.
There's something Rhinish about this feeling to you?
And just like very whimsical about the figures
Let's
that they
see.
belong there.
Nope, Catalonia.
Dang. Well, moving to Catalonia.
You got a little chatter for the audience.
Too bad Alex sucks.
Well, let's see how you do.
Okay, good Colonel Wenceslas. In this Asian country, many families eat at KFC on Christmas Eve, thanks to a wildly successful advertising campaign from the 1970s. Is this country Singapore, Laos, Japan, Thailand, or Malaysia?
I don't think I disclosed this information before we started filming, but I did play Quiz Bowl in high school.
Did you?
I don't want to brag, we were on a state championship winning team. Don't want to brag, we were on a state championship winning team. Don't want to brag, we were on a state championship winning team. So I learned everything that has ever happened, ever. And so I know the answer to this. I mean, high school was a while ago, so some things float out the dome, you know? I think Malaysia.
You think Malaysia?
Yeah. Yeah, because of my intense Quiz Bowl training,
Okay.
Malaysia with its capital at Kuala Lumpur.
From that one really good Jackie Chan movie.
I do not watch Jackie Chan. Do I look like
You're
I watch
missing
Jackie Chan?
All human beings look like they watch Jackie Chan because he's amazing. It's a UN treasure.
I just watched Mean Girls 100 times.
Let's see. Your Quiz Bowl sucks. It's Japan.
In her defense, I do think she got the capital right.
She did get the capital entirely
But-
right. I was reading about the Colonel today. Did you know that in the 70s he sued KFC? Or no, KFC sued him for talking shit about the company. And he was interviewed in a newspaper that says their gravy tastes like wallpaper paste. And the extra crispy recipe is just slapping a bunch of dough on chicken. Well, he had sold the company in like 1970, but was like a
Around the time of
spokesman.
this campaign?
Well, right, but he was like still a spokesman and was on payroll. But yeah, he just went around like, yeah, their gravy tastes like wallpaper paste. We got a new respect for the Colonel, biting the hand that feeds him. But not as much respect as they have in Japan, apparently. That's a segue. Okay. Oh, God, my life. What became of it? Question 3. Kill it with fire or a stick? Each night for most of December, families in this European country feed fruits and candies to an anthropomorphic log. On Christmas Eve, the log is placed into a fireplace and beaten with sticks until it releases its treasures, earning it a name that translates into poop log.
I'm now
Is
moving
this
to this
country
place.
Spain, Denmark, Norway, Hungary, or Lithuania?
I'm going to go with Hungary
Okay.
because they have fancy drawings under his poop log feet. And,
And,
he's wearing flannel.
Look
And-
Hungarian.
And he kind of looks Hungarian. He's looking at his nose, which seems weird. But
Yeah, like he's cross-eyed or something. Or like
oh,
he
he's
didn't even know
100% cross-eyed.
Like,
But
he
he's
didn't know he
looking
had
at
it. He's
some.
like, oh, what's that? I gotta,
Yeah,
what?
exactly.
Oh,
It's like,
right
oh, what?
here.
I'm the poop log? What?
No, you're a poop log. My daddy was a poop log. No, so let's see. What country is it? It's not Spain. What? Yeah, Spain has some crazy
I
shit
crossed
going
Spain
down.
off pretty early in my brain.
Yeah. All right, let's go on to question number 4. Imitation is the sincerest form of something. It's a tradition in this European country for the first guest to visit a home on Christmas Day to scatter straw around the floor of the home and strut around the house imitating a chicken while the children follow him imitating chicks. Is this country Poland, the Netherlands, Norway, Serbia, or Portugal?
Like, do you think people are like trying to get to the house first? They're like, yeah, I want to be the chicken dude, you know? Or are they like, yeah. Or are they like, let me be a little fashionably late so I do not have to be the chicken dude?
What if you're a vegan? Like, that's got to be totally sort of a moral conflict.
Yeah. So it's like, I would really like to know the attitude of the chickener to better, make my guess.
Like, is this person celebrated or are they feared?
Yeah.
Like,
or are they
evil
loved?
chicken?
Yeah.
That's good. There's a lot of missing data. I can only give you what I have, however.
Man, well.
No, stop.
The question for her.
All right. So what country is chicken crazy on Christmas?
Oh,
Serbia.
No. Oh, I didn't get to guess.
Oh, you didn't get to guess? You distracted me. You distracted me.
Yes, I got it
You
right.
get a free point. And Alex, take it up with those monsters. If they screwed you out of this one, it's their fault. Let's move on to question 5. O rum, all ye faithful. This Latin American country celebrates Christmas with its own special cocktail. The monkey's tail is a mixture of aguardiente, coffee, milk, and spices. Is this country Bolivia, Panama, Guatemala, Chile, or Colombia?
I'm gonna say Chile.
And why?
Because actually Colombia. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Guess one and then change my answer. Colombia because of coffee.
Okay, that's a good guess. Let's see. Let's see. It wasn't the best coffee guess. It was in fact Chile. The monkey's tail is a traditional Chilean Christmas beverage. All right, I think we got one more. Roselle, yes. This is going in. The horse you rode in on, Santa. A horse's skull is at the center of this country's Yuletide tradition, in which it's given decorative eyes, ears, and a shroud, all mounted on a tall pole. A group of men in the skull's puppeteer go door to door, challenging occupants to battles of wit and song. Is this done in Scotland, Ireland, Wales, the Falkland Islands, or New Zealand?
Wow.
Yeah, look at that thing.
This is a magical tradition. God, I'm so scared. What I know about New Zealand is they have more sheep than people.
I've heard that.
And so maybe they also have a bunch of horses that are dead.
There's just not enough food.
And so they use the skull. They were like,
horse famine. Horses just dropping dead by the roadside.
they're like, well, since we've got all these skulls, we might as well make a creepy tradition out of it. I'm gonna go with New
I
Zealand.
like the way you think.
Yeah.
Is it Land of Schwa's, New Zealand? No, it's in fact home of Tom Jones and Anthony Hopkins, Wales.
Damn.
All right. So who won that round?
Michelle, but just because of a mistake.
But just because you guys,
Woo! I'll
let's
take
just get a
one.
lesson to you.
I'll
But
take
it's
it.
because of a mistake.
To my victory.
Be a better host. Doing it wrong.
I don't care. The crap leaves my house no matter who wins.
Congratulations,
Come
Michelle.
on.
You win a copy of Myst, the official strategy guide. Myst, the popular puzzle game from the late 90s. Just so you're aware, new versions of Myst have different puzzles in them, so make sure you verify any of these with an online strategy guide. Congratulations.
Thank you. My grandma used to play this.
You played it with your grandma, didn't you?
I did. That was how we bonded. We talked about how we'd collect and store all the various components of each puzzle. I care.
Let's see.
I care, audience.
Archivist, do you own like a Sega Genesis in the storage locker for Christmas?
Really?
Yeah. Play a little Genesis golf.
For me?
Yeah.
Well, I would love that. Would you play Genesis golf with me?
Let's play some Genesis golf.
I'll get on that. I'll send you updates, Christmas friend.
Okay.
It's going to be the best Christmas ever, audience member.
It's a judgment book. This is our game we play almost every week. So, this week, you're going to be doing holiday-themed romance novels. Pitch me a title and a plot of the book based solely on the cover of the book. Who did we start? We started with Michelle, and then we're going to start with Alex this time? Okay.
No.
Oh, are we starting with Michelle? What?
No, start with Alex.
Start with Alex? All right.
No?
No, Michelle.
No, Michelle?
Okay.
It was the third game, so.
You're doing one
Yes.
thing. Okay. Michelle, what's this book's name and what's it about?
We all know and love this book. It's called Thinking About Mrs. Santa. He's like, she's pretty cute. But what's her day job?
You know, the thing that interests me is, based on the line of the legs, he's looking at like just above her navel.
He's got some questions about it.
Right.
See, the thing is that Mrs. Santa actually doesn't have a belly button, and so he's a little confused
Like
about
Jesus. Or no.
it. Kyle XY.
Like a clone. Or Jesus. 6 of 1.
Yeah. It's Think About Mrs. Claus,
Think about Mrs. Claus.
colon, where's the belly button?
Where's the belly button? And any details of the story?
It's one man's journey to discover the legend of Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Okay.
And why they don't have belly buttons, how they
Okay.
have lived thousands of years,
Okay.
and where they come from, and where are they going.
He's interested in her as like an anthropologist. Really.
Yeah, she's interested in him in a sexy kind of way, but he is more pondering.
Like
yeah.
she's trying to get his attention.
Yeah.
And he's just
And-
like, I'm a scientist.
and-
I love numbers.
Yeah, exactly. So that they're coming from different points of view, but I won't spoil the ending, but it's a happy one.
Not for Mr. Claus, I'm guessing.
I didn't mean it like that. I did not mean it like that.
All right, so let's see what this book's title really is. The December Deception. Little holiday magic brings two workaholic legal eagles together in this delightful Christmas tale. We got a high-powered lawyer. We've got his assistant, who's brought in to smooth things over at a rough family gathering. And sparks begin to fly. I gotta tell you, your story is much better. Much better than that one. I'm gonna give that one a 4.5 out of 5. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. All right.
We're cut up here.
Next one. Hey, Alex, what's this book's name and what's it about?
Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
I don't even know. I hate my brain.
I can imagine that.
It's a Christmas time birth novel.
Sounds like a generic book title. You can just see it in black print on a white Christmas time birth novel. You got some stuff to work with. You got candles, you got a pregnant lady, you got a cowboy hat.
So my initial reaction is like they're having an affair for some reason because it's Christmas and why not? And they're like, God, I did this thing 9 months ago, but not interested anymore. So they've been having this little fling. I'm giving you the backstory
he's not
first.
The baby. He's not the baby.
No,
Okay.
he's not. And she's just like,
That's very seasonally appropriate.
yeah, right? Her name is Mary.
Right.
And yeah. And she's just like, I have this look on my face like, you don't even know. I'm carrying Santa.
She's not thinking about him either. Right?
No,
she's
not.
Off in the distance there.
Yep.
All right, so what's our title for this story
Yeah,
about a
I was
woman
trying to find that.
with two lovers who wants neither?
Christmas is for loving.
Christmas is for loving. Let's see
As
what
we
the real title
go
is.
through.
The Bull Riders Christmas Day. What? The man's name is Cash Buckhorn.
Oh my
That's really
God.
all you need. You didn't expect her to appear on his front porch 6 months pregnant with his own child, but her pregnancy complications
That
stranded
is
her at
not
the
6
ranch.
months pregnant.
So they're stranded at his ranch, pregnant over Christmas.
That sounds like a horror novel.
Right?
Yes.
That is, I can't imagine, again, not a woman, I can't imagine any woman to whom you would sell this story as something exactly like you're pregnant, you gotta go find the baby's daddy, and you get snowed in at his ranch in the middle, down in the middle
And
of
then
nowhere.
you start having contractions and you're fucked.
Yeah, it's like misery.
Which is what started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just on that, I'm gonna give you 4.5 because that book, it sounds terrible. It sounds terrible. So you guys are
Bull
tied.
Riders Christmas.
So let's go to the next one. All right, Michelle. What's this book's name and what's it about?
We've all heard this story. It's called Shh, Don't Tell Little Susie That She's Diabetic.
Jesus.
So wait, is this meant to be like a supportive book for moms who have diabetic children, or is it just a romance targeted at them?
It's neither.
I'm all ears.
It's I'm so sorry. It's actually a thriller.
Okay.
Yeah, and so little Susie's mom and her mom's boyfriend, they know that she has diabetes, but she doesn't know that, and so they are intent on not letting her know, and just secretly giving her dolls and candy while she sleeps.
Do they plan to tell her at some? I mean, diabetes is you kind of have to. She's gonna have to know at some point, right? So is there some tension about how to tell her?
They give her the medicine and the shots, and they just make it a fun little game.
Okay.
Just this is what all the little kids do at 3:00.
Okay.
And she doesn't know that she's actually living with an illness.
Okay. So what's the thriller aspect of it? Is it?
It's a frame story. So like this part is actually happened in the past.
Okay.
And then the meat of the story is her figuring out that her mom and her mom's now ex-boyfriend have been lying to her this whole time.
Why is she telling him to be quiet? Are they being surveilled or stalked or?
They have there's a little bear, but then there's also some candy in the stocking, and so they don't want little Susie to wake up and see the candy that they're stuffing in her mouth, so that she doesn't get a diabetic attack.
Okay, so the name of it is "Don't Tell Susie She's Diabetic."
No, it's shh, don't tell Susie she's diabetic.
Is there an exclamation point after the shh?
It's a ...
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see what the real title is. A Nanny for Christmas. A millionaire seeks nanny for his 7-year-old daughter. They made like a TV movie out of this, apparently. I went and looked this up later. But yeah, it's a romance between a guy looking for a nanny. The girl, it's basically Sleepless in Seattle, but with a nanny.
This is a sexual romance book with a child on the cover.
A 7-year-old that looks like she's at least 17.
She looks like Marilyn Quayle. It's really just they took a woman and shrunk it, which like apparently these people have no idea how humans work. Okay, so I'm gonna only give you 3.5. Your thriller element did not convince me. There was not a lot of tension. Yeah, I didn't sense a lot of stakes. But all right, let's get to the next one. Hey Alex, what's this book's name and what's it about?
So this is called Fido Wants His Macaroons. This is really one of the worst-selling romance novels that there is because it's just about this couple who was withholding macaroons from Fido and laughing at him and using it as foreplay, but it didn't work. They were cracking up about it. Neither of them got turned on because there's nothing sexy about that. And so that's
feeding macaroons to a dog.
Yeah, so that's like the first 50 pages. It's pretty dense.
Okay.
And then it turns into a real romance novel after that with the regular.
So bodice ripping and whatnot.
Yeah. So she's you hit the nail on the head. She actually is a dominatrix, like under all the Santa stuff, but it took them a little while to get there because they got distracted with the macaroons and Fido and. If you listen to the audiobook version of this, you can just hit the button that says skip to the good part.
No, so let's see. All right, so let's see what the next one is. Mistletoe and macaroons. Who the hell cares? It's a damn dog. You're gonna get 3.5 too, because again, I feel like you lack the tension element
All right,
of a dog. It's a similar problem with the dog. So what's our score here?
Can you stop with the half points? It really messes me up.
Have we not done fractions in Mrs. Wright's class yet?
That's fine. I'll take that. Sure.
For the whole game?
The whole game.
What the what? This has never happened.
Congratulations! For your tie, you have each won a prize. Michelle, you have won floral, rose, hand-rolled incense.
Yes. Wow.
And Alex, you have won national anthems of the United Nations and their allies.
That's a good one.
Boston Music Co's. Do keep in mind this is out of date, so before you play any official national anthems, make sure to verify that they are real online.
Kate says that they're both tied for the grand prize too.
Originally, the grand prize was going to have 2 parts, but I suppose we can. Hold on one moment, just.
Were you making your own sound effect there?
Congratulations! You have each tied in the game, and therefore you have split the grand prize. Lithgow Palooza, 101 ways to entertain and inspire your kids. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And a complimentary piece of fabric to do magic tricks with. Congratulations, Michelle. I think what we've learned today is that if you want to make magic, you have to work together.
That's a good seasonal message to go out.
Let me just
You gonna make it disappear?
up my sleeve.
Let me check on the page.
So did you guys have some fun?
Yes.
Okay, you guys should come back.
Alex won a lot of books, which they're not going to be used.
I'm illiterate.
Another great show in the can. Now, turn in for bed, a cup of herbal tea. Mr. Robert Stack.
Mysterious fate of the ghost ship has tantalized us.
Lucas, you piece of shit! You thought you had gotten rid of me, didn't you?
Of course.
Hi, Rachel.
Hello, I'm still
Hi.
here. I didn't leave yet. None of my spells have been working. I don't know what's going on here. There's some sort of barrier bounding this house to protection.
Probably my homeowner's policy.
Okay, Rachel, what do you need?
I set a small fire in the kitchen. Nothing happened. I must find a way. I must learn.
Okay.
I must become more powerful. I'm going to travel the world, the far-off plains and tundras. I'm going to become the most powerful witch this tiny planet has ever seen.
Yeah, you're young. That's good.
Will you give this to the archivist?
What?
It's a dead rat.
Yeah.
That's his
okay.
friend.